Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings for Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Unfortunately, Everton go down to their first defeat since Fulham, wasn't it? Yeah, disappointing result, but it is what it is. We move on to Saturday against Burnley. Let's get into it. Jordan Pickford. I have given Jordan Pickford an 8. I thought he had a really good game tonight. I know the penalty obviously was him giving it away, but I just thought that he made so many good saves tonight. That yes, I fully understand. I fully understand that people will blame him for that, but for me, it's just one of those things. He's come out for the ball, he hasn't got it. I've seen him come out and win stuff before where, he's won it and people haven't said anything about him, but it is what it is. I thought he was excellent tonight. I really did. I thought he was excellent. So there you go. Mason Holgate, I've given him a 5. Yeah, it wasn't brilliant for Mason Holgate tonight. Was really stuck at right back. Couldn't really get going. Couldn't get forward. Left himself a bit short when he picked up a yellow card, which I thought was basically for nothing really. Should he have done better for their goal? Well, he didn't really get back, did he? Very fast for the first goal. He just sort of trotted back while Alex Iwobi lost his man. I just thought he should have done better in that instance. Yeah, not a great night for him. Neither was it for Luca Dean. I'll give him a 5 as well. Couldn't get forward. Was poor in possession far too many times. Trying to be clever, but it never paid off. And he is. We do ask a lot of Luca Dean. We do ask him to get up and down that left-hand side, and he really didn't do it tonight. And listen, this is a lad who has to play a lot of football for us. He always plays 90 minutes. He never comes off the pitch really. So it just wasn't his night. Chelsea just pressed us really high and stopped us getting back. Yeah, simple as that really. Michael Keane, I've give him a 6. Tough night. Havertz caused him and Ben Godfrey a lot of trouble with their movements. Give Ben Godfrey a 6 as well. Not a great night for either of them, but I did think they did, certainly in the first half, a lot of blocks, getting in the way of a lot of things. Havertz was a different proposition. I don't think either of them like having pace and movement. Certainly Michael Keane doesn't like pace and movement around them. Ben Godfrey noticeable. I think he made a lot more mistakes tonight, but recovered from a few of them. He looked leggy. I thought Ben Godfrey. I thought he looked very, very, very leggy. Again, I don't think they like the high press on them, because I don't think Michael Keane's is good on the ball. He's actually quite good in possession, but if he hasn't got someone right in front of him to give the ball to, then he's looking to play long balls, and maybe then he just divers on it a little bit. Yeah, it could have done with someone like Tom Davies sitting in front tonight. Allan, I thought Allan played quite well. I've given him a 7. I thought he played quite well. I thought he was our energy in midfield. I don't think anyone else offered that at all. I think what I think is really good about Allan is that he tracks players without fouling them, and then waits for the right moment to nick the ball off them. I think he did a lot of that tonight, but unfortunately he was he just didn't have the energy around him, so he was isolated a lot. But I thought he played quite well, especially for a lad who's played 2.5 games since coming, or had played 1.5 games before tonight, after being out for 10 weeks. So I thought he did a lot better. I thought he did a lot better in there, and the other two really didn't offer much else, did they? Andre Gomez, I give him a 5. Far too often he turns around and passes the ball back. He gets caught in possession far too often as well. He just plays. He plays at his own pace, and I just don't think. I think if you're going to be that kind of player, you've got to be the kind of player that someone can fire the ball into you and you give it straight back. Whereas I think Gomez wants too many touches, and it also hasn't got the ability to turn and get away from people fast enough. He's very laboured in his movement. I think this has developed. I don't know. It just seems to have developed since he got the injury. Really. What? Hang on. Can I just? Who am I making excuses for? Chelsea are a better side than Everton, so I'm not making any excuses. And I don't understand. Let's just keep celebrating the derby, mate. I stopped celebrating the derby weeks ago, mate. I was still celebrating the West Brom win. Who are you making excuses for? I'm not making excuses for anybody. At the end of the day, right, we played a better side tonight, right? And I'm telling you why. Players didn't play well, in my eyes. Simple as that. So no one's making excuses for anybody. We just played a side who were better than us. It was as simple as that. And if you don't get that, then you don't get football. If you can't see when teams are better than you, then you don't understand football. It's as simple as that. Teams can be better than you, right? And that's the reason you lose games, because teams are better than you. And that's what comes down to tonight. Simple as that. And Chelsea are a better side than Everton. Don't talk nonsense. If you don't think Everton, you mustn't have not watched the game against West Brom, and you mustn't have watched the game against Southampton if you don't think Chelsea are a better side than Everton. They are a better side than Everton. It's as simple as that. They've got better players, and the manager who's just come in has made them solid, and they're scoring goals. So they are a better side than us. We will have to buy players to be as good as them. Absolute. People haven't got I honestly don't think people have got a clue about football. I really don't. If people are going to say something in the comments, they're going to get a reaction. It's as simple as that. If people are going to say something, they're going to get a reaction. Where were we? Gomez, yeah, I'll give him a 5. We need better players. It's as simple as that. We need better play. We need more mobile players. We missed the core so much today. It was mad. We missed him so much. Is how much he can get, because he tends to give the ball away a lot, but he gets around the pitch so well, and he gets a foot in and he carries the ball, and that's what we're missing. We're missing players who carry the ball up the pitch. So, but if they're not playing, are they? Simple as that. Right, who've we got now? Gylfi Sigurdsson. I've given Gylfi Sigurdsson a 5 as well. Just wasn't on it at all tonight. Just couldn't. Again, just by the way, if you spam in the comments, you're just getting kicked off the channel. It's as simple as that. So rather than talking to you, I'm just kicking you off the channel. Dead simple. Gylfi, again, couldn't find space. Couldn't find room to create anything tonight. They were all over him straight away. Excuse me. They were all on him straight away. They wouldn't allow that kind of space that he had when he played against Southampton for the goal. And sadly, that's the difference, that when you haven't got that energy. I don't think we can play personally with Gomez and Gylfi Sigurdsson in midfield, and I don't think we would have if Tom Davies would have been fit from the start. We just need more energy, and I can't see. I'm quite calm about the situation. The way I look at the situation is, it won't change till the summer. It won't change till we get better players, till we improve. And even when we get better players, then we have to improve. Then we have to have 2 of those players. So we need 2 of Iwobis. Two might make 1. We need 2 Decores. We need 2 Allans in the side. We need 2 wingers. We need 2 left backs, 2 right backs. That's what teams like Chelsea have got. That's why Chelsea Chelsea can go to Anfield, win, make 5 changes, and come and play us, and don't lose any quality, because the squad is so good, and that's what we're missing. It's why when you play Man City, the squad is so good. We can't lose a couple of players. We lose 2 or 3 players, and we're in a mess, aren't we? So, and that was the difference tonight. Chelsea were excellent. Chelsea were excellent all over the pitch, and the way they pressed us was excellent. Iwobi, I've given Iwobi a 3. I don't really know what he's trying to offer. He picks the ball up, and I don't know if he's got any ideas what he's going to do. Back in January, he had a little run of games, didn't he? And I thought he was good. Certainly like in the Wolves game. But he went out injured, and he's come back, and he's nowhere near he's got nowhere near the consistency that we need. Nowhere near the consistency. And I think if you've got players like that, then how can you continue like that if you can't trust players to play in and week out, of a certain level, like a 7 or a 6 or a 7, then how can you get on? How can you just, I don't know. You've got to have players that can come in and do a job. And Iwobi just consistently hasn't done that for us. And I know there's a player in there. That's the thing. I know there's definitely a player in there. And I think he could go somewhere and he could be the main man and everything could go through him and he could be the number 10. And everyone would go, oh, he's amazing. We should have played him there. But it's like the Lookman syndrome, isn't it? Or when a player leaves and they have a few good games for a team that can afford to play them as their main player. We can't afford to play Iwobi as the main player. He's not good enough for us. Simple as that. People saying he could be an impact sub. I think, listen, we need to just buy a right midfielder and a right back. Simple as that. Yeah, simple as that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'd give him a 5. I thought he was poor tonight. I thought he was poor. He looks leggy. Looks like he... I mean, the other night, he wasn't great. And he just looked leggy tonight. There was nothing in the air for him. There was nothing in front of him. Chelsea closed all the space down. He couldn't get in the game. He couldn't drop into midfield and get the ball. He just looks leggy. And maybe Saturday might be a chance to leave him out and put King in. So, sorry, just seen someone say Iwobi could be good for West Ham. Is that a West Ham that are above us in the table? Oh my God, there's an actual Liverpool fan laughing in the comments. That's hilarious. Have you not looked at the table, mate? Have you not looked at the table? And by Chelsea winning, they've made it even harder for you to get in the top 4. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. It's funny as well. I've seen a few comments from people with almost exactly the same comment, but with different names. Weird that. Weird. Stains that. Yeah, so I've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin a 5. Richarlison, I've given him a 6. I think he was a little bit more proactive, went looking for the ball. Wasn't much better than Dom. Should have done so much better in the first half. He had a chance one-on-one and allowed the defence to knock it away from him too easily. Second half, got a shot off, which should have done better, put it wide. But I thought he was a little bit better, had a little bit more than what Dom has. But I don't think the pair of them did very well tonight at all. And I think when you've got 2 up front, you've got to get the ball into them. got to get the ball into them so much better, haven't you? You've got to get the ball into them, and we're not using them. So maybe, I don't know, we go back to... I know Richarlison maybe started more on the left, but yeah, it's just... We're not getting it. We're, in the last couple of games, we haven't got enough out of either of them. Yeah, so I'll give him a 6. Tom Davis, a 7. Thought he did quite well when he came on. I know he gave the ball away. That almost led to them getting in. A good save from Pickford. But I thought he sat in front of that back four and he gave a better shape to our midfield, and showed us really what we'd been missing. Couple of nasty ones in there from him as well, which was nice. We haven't learnt from this game that Ben Godfrey's weakest position is centre-back. We haven't learnt that whatsoever. We haven't learnt anything about those players from this game. What we've learnt is that our team isn't good enough against teams that are better. That's what we've learnt. That's what we've learnt. Simple as that. But I thought Tom did well when he came on, and I thought he'd just give us that shape in midfield. Bit more of a shape that we'd been missing. No one had been sitting in front of that back four. And it's a shame that we're not going to get to see Decore, Allan, and Tom Davis sitting in front of that back four. We really aren't. So it means we're going to have to put up with Gomez and one up, yeah. But Tom was great, and I thought was good. Sorry, and I thought Allan did really well. Some weird people in our comments, mate. Some absolutely weird people in our comments. It's so weird. I mean, Davis isn't a liability on the ball at all, is he? He got caught once on the ball trying to find someone. It happens in a game of football. I mean, the goalkeeper gave a penalty, right? And I thought he had an outstanding game. So that's football for you, isn't it? It's all about opinions. But some people's are mad. To King, I give him a 6. A lot of energy when he came on. A lot of direct running, but he's finding it really difficult, isn't he, to get into games when he comes on. I think he's finding it really difficult. And maybe he just needs a game. Maybe he just needs a game. Starting from the start of a game and getting out there and just stretching a team. We don't have a great track record of players coming off the bench and doing much, and we haven't had that for a while. We haven't had that for a while, really. I think Sigurdsson was the first player to come off the bench this season and score, which was obviously the penalty, and he might have been the first. But that's in the Premier League, by the way, before you bite me head off. I know Bernard did it in the FA Cup. But yeah, so I've given him a 6. Bernard, I haven't given him a score because he wasn't on long enough and really didn't do anything. I mean, this Liverpool fan in the comments is absolutely hilarious because he still forgets that Liverpool are in 8th place and we beat them in the derby just over 2 weeks ago. It's absolutely hilarious. And what's more hilarious is when I kick him off the channel, which is going to be even more hilarious. Goodbye. It's the power I have. Yeah, there you go. Disappointing night. Disappointing performance. West Ham probably going to go above us as well. It is what it is. We've got another game on Saturday against Burnley, and hopefully we get 3 points. And hopefully by the time we get to the Man City game in the FA Cup, we get players back. We don't have a right. Why do we have a right to know who's injured and who isn't? I don't get this. I don't get why fans think they've got a right to know who's injured at the club. I just generally don't understand. I just generally don't understand why anyone thinks they should know who's injured. You know Decore is injured. You don't need to know how long he's going to be out for. Because why would the manager give that information out? Why would the manager give that information out? Simple as that. I find it strange that fans feel like they need to know everything. You don't need to know how long they're going to be out for. Simple as that. It's our advantage to give away. I don't understand why people don't understand this. It's our advantage to give away. There you go. Some weird people in our comments, man. You don't. Jason Day, you do not have the right to know. So strange. So strange. There you go. They're my player ratings for this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you haven't been watching this live. Some very, very strange comments. Jason Day, you're just getting kicked off the channel, mate. You're just talking absolute wham. Absolute wham. Spamming the comments. Weirdo. Just, you only have to ask once, and I've told you, you don't need to spam the comments. Dead weird. Dead weird. People. There you go. Anyway, we move on. Leave your thoughts in the comments on your player ratings. Make sure to check out my Instant Match Reaction. Make sure to check out Baz's videos as well. We'll be live tomorrow on Patreon for the full final word. If you want to get involved with the final word and watch it live and get involved in the comments, we'll be over there. So there'll be a link in the description and also on the screen. Thanks for watching. See you later.